Off and on again. I did try restarting. That was the point. And there it is. There it is. There it is. And there it is. Yeah. All right. First try. Okay. All of you, please, honest and for true, all of you can make a line on a graph, yes? You can all do graphic lines with a slope because it's just counting, right? And we've all played Battleship, yeah? We can all do it, right? Okay. So on this one, do I have a graph? Do I have points? So it's real easy to find the slope, right? Where does my first black dot go? -5, -3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 1, 2, 3. I'm going to zoom in on that to make it really big for us. Is that big enough? Or should I go even bigger?
There it goes.
Is that big enough? Okay. Where should I put the red dot? So what does that mean? I can read 2 and 1. Tell me what that means, because kids screw this up. Right 2, because it's positive, and up 1, right? And then I would connect the dot, yeah? What's the slope? Is it on the graph? So can we just count? So, does it matter which point I start at? Somebody choose color, red or black? Okay, if I start at black, how do I get to red? I go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up is 4 positive or negative? Positive. And then I go right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To the right, is that positive or negative? So what's the slope of this line? 4/7. Agreed? Okay. Where do I put the green dot? 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, -4. Where do I put the gray dot? 3. It's that line right there. Straight up and down. What kind of slope is that? Undefined. Because it's not a slope, is it? Could I ski it? No, I fall it. Everybody understand? If it's anything less than 19 meters and there's water under it and the water's deep enough, I jump off it. I've never jumped higher than 19 meters. My kid has never jumped higher than 90 meters. He wants to. I don't think I want to let him. Because he's crazy and he will do it. What's different with K and L? What's missing? There's no graph. Do I need a graph? No, because we know how this works, right? What letter does that 2 represent? X. What letter does that 7 represent? Y. What letter does that -6 represent? X. What letter does that that 1 represent? Oops. Y. So I know that my slope is how far I went on the y-axis divided by how far I went on the x-axis, yes? And I know that if I've changed on the y-axis, there's a difference in my y values, yes? And what's the math that finds difference? Subtraction. So, if I did red y minus black y, would I get the difference? Yeah. Why did I use 2 different colors? Because it's 2 different numbers. Because if I did black y minus black y, what would I have? 0. So, since you guys do all your math in pencil, like your teachers have been telling you since grade 1, you don't have colors. So, we use 1 and 2. Now, if this guy is y2, what does that make this guy? x2. If this guy is y1, what does that make this guy? x1. Damn it, it's supposed to be black. Everyone agree? So, it's y2 minus y1 over what? x1. You guys fill that in with these numbers. Go. And when you're done, don't yell it out. Just write what you think the slope is. If you finish K, go on and try L. That should be enough time for most of you to have done 2 subtractions. What is your slope? What was it? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you to subtract 2 numbers. Just give me the 2 answers, please. Jacqueline. -6 over -8. 2 negatives make what? So it would be +6 over 8. Would we ever leave a fraction that way? It would be 3/4. Does everyone agree? Now look what I have done. I have changed the order. Did everybody see that? I have made my x2 and y2 over here. Everyone cool with that? Now watch. y2 is 7. y1 is 1. x2 is 2. y1 is -6. What's 7 minus 1? 6. What's 2 minus -6? That's 2 plus 6, yes? Which is what? Which is what? 3 over 4. Does it matter which I make x2 and y2? No. Does it matter if I make this guy y2, can I make that guy x1? No. That is where kids screw it up. Once you decide what is your y2, his partner is x2. Everybody cool? So now everybody do L. And it won't matter which you choose to make y1 or y2. Go. Remember, minus 1 is the same as -5 plus 1. But if you label them, is it possible to get the slope wrong? If you label your 4 points, is it possible to get the slope wrong? It's really impossible, isn't it? Because I don't even ask you to memorize this. I'm going to give it to you on your tests. So as long as you label them and you can fill it in, you will always get the slope right. Some of you won't label, and some of you won't actually write minus 1, and you'll screw up. Yo.
For the last question, when you did 7 minus 1 and 2 minus -8.
That's a 6.
Okay.
I was starting to write 8 because I knew what the final answer was going to be. Everybody cool? Are these lines on a graph? So to find the slope, could we count? In every line we've done so far, we've counted from each end of the line, yes? What's wrong with counting A from the ends of the line? Gersil. They're not touching an exact point. We call these points cardinal points. I don't care if you don't know that word. Okay? You want to say exact points. That's what we mean, right? So, But we know that no matter how big that line is, will the slope always be the same? That's what makes it a line, right? So as long as I can find any points on the line, exact points on the line, cardinal points on the line, could I find the slope? Great. So tell me when to stop. I can't go any higher, guys. You were supposed to stop me on the second octave. I'll start again. Thank you. Jeez. Now I need another exact point, right? I better start really low this time. There?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
You lose on Price is Right. I will continue the mountain guy going up the mountain. Stop. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's this? No. -2. So what is this slope? You could write 7 over -2. Could you write, and I'm going to change colors, but I'm going to keep them green. Could you write -7 over 2? Is that okay? Yes. Could you write -7/2 with one negative sign right in the middle? Yeah, because they're all the same number, aren't they? 7 divided by -2 is -3.5, right? -7 divided by 2 is -3.5, right? -7 divided by 2 is -3.5, right? They're all the same thing. Everybody cool? Okay. C is super easy. What's C? Right away, without even thinking about it. Which is infinite or undefined. What's D? 0. You don't even have to think about it. You guys do B because B is just like A. You got to find your points. Somebody, first of all, is it positive or negative slope? Positive. Because it goes up, which is positive, and right, which is positive. So go. Somebody tell me what the slope of B is. B is barfy, isn't it? Because some of you may very well say these 2 points work, correct? But you could. I mean, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So you would go up 1 and over 2, yeah? Okay. What will give you, do you think, a best estimate of slope? 2 points that are very close together or 2 points that are very far apart? Very far apart. Choose the points as far apart as you can. I would say it's those two, almost at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, I didn't even go up high enough. What a dummy head. It's up to there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 over 11, which is pretty close to 1/2, but isn't, is it? Now, let's say, like Braden, he's chosen different points than me. Braden, tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop again. So he went up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3/7. Almost exactly the same, isn't it? Is it exactly the same? No. But did Braden show me that he understands slope is rise over run. What do I care about? The exact answer or understanding the concept of what slope is? Concept. So would Braden still get full marks there? Even though he has a different number than me? Yes. Would you even get full marks there if you went 1 and 2? You would probably. I might give you half a mark off and say choose points further apart. Everybody good? You are going to do this just number 4 right now, and then you have no homework for your long weekend. Go. You have like 10 seconds to draw that. A triangle, all 3 sides have to be a positive slope. I'll help you out by starting you with that. There's your graph. Draw a triangle where all 3 sides have a positive slope.
What?
I know, right? You got to think about it.
That's a positive.
Positive slopes lean what way?
To the right.
Okay, so go. Everybody draw me a positive triangle with 3 positive slopes. You have 1 question for homework. Is a flat line positive? No. Is a straight up and down line positive? No. 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 Fine, you have 1 question for homework. You have to draw a triangle. I can't wait till Tuesday when I do my homework check and see how many people get a check plus when all you had to do for 3 days is draw a triangle. That's 1 line a day.
How do you wait? Do we have Monday off?
Yes.
I got it right. The 2 is easy. 2 positive slopes is easy.
I know.
How do you get the last one?
Oh, I don't know. I guess you're going to have to think about it. Don't tell him, Amelia. It's 3 days. He'll figure it out. He's a smart guy.
We need to go to big if they